7 income streams rich people have. They say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. In this video, we're going to look at what these 7 streams of income are and how you can start to develop your own multiple streams of income so that you can become financially free and hopefully a millionaire one day. Follow the path which the successful have already paved, and you too will become successful. Most people in the world today earn their money by working a 9-to-5 job. This is classed as earned income, but there are many other ways you can generate income, some of which you do not need to trade your time for money. These types of income are the types of income the truly rich create and add to their streams of income and investment portfolios to pay them for years to come. There is much more to earning money that many people are aware of, and in today's video, we're going to explore them all individually so that you can gain the financial knowledge you need to get truly financially free and follow in the footsteps of the wealthy. Before we get into it, please hit that subscribe button and comment "I subscribed" below, so I know who is serious about improving their financial well-being. Thanks. The first stream of income is one that most people watching this video will be using, and that is earned income. This kind of income is the one that everybody knows and is the most common form of income. This is what is called earned income. This is where you sell your time for money. You exchange your time and skills in return for a yearly salary, usually paid monthly, working for a corporation or small business. You don't just have to work for someone else to be classed as being on earned income. You could also run your own business as a freelancer but be charging an hourly rate. You are still selling your time for money and thus can never be truly financially free. The key thing to know about earned income is that as soon as you stop working, your income stops. One of the other disadvantages of earned income is the high amount of tax you're forced to pay to the government. This is because as an employee, you do not have the same access to tax breaks people who earn money with other forms of income can take advantage of. You may be on an amazing salary, but as soon as you stop working, your money also stops, and therefore earned income is not the right singular path to becoming financially free. You should keep earned income as part of the overall strategy for creating multiple sources of income. The second stream of income the rich have is dividend income. Dividend income is when you receive payments from owning shares in a business, which is usually paid out quarterly based on the number of stocks in that business you own. Popular dividend-paying stocks include Johnson & Johnson, Target, Coca-Cola, and Walgreens Boots Alliance. If you have a large amount invested in these dividend-paying stocks, then you can live off the dividend payments. Many people who have retired live off these dividend payments if they have invested enough over their working lifetime. This is a great way to earn residual income, but you need to have a lot of money invested. The average dividend is around 2% of the capital you have invested. So if you had $100,000 in dividend-paying stocks in the S&P 500, for example, you would receive a dividend payment check of $2,000 every quarter. You can see that you need a sizable capital investment to really create financial freedom from dividend income alone. Therefore, dividend income should be built into a multiple income strategy on your path to true wealth. Combine all of the methods for income together and build them up all gradually, and you will soon find you have created something unstoppable. The third stream of income the rich have is profit income. Profit income is the income which is generated from the sale of something. For example, you buy a piece of jewelry for $4,000 and sell it for $5,000. This is profit income. This type of income also requires a large amount of capital investment up front to buy inventory, and this type of income is usually created through starting a business. Many people who are in the earned income category have a hard time creating this type of income because it requires a lot of courage with the amount of capital and time you need to invest with no real guarantee of success. You need to identify a product which lots of people want, a product that ideally people need to keep buying repeatedly. Find the suppliers who can supply it at the right price, create a website to sell the product through, conduct marketing and advertising activity to drive interest to the website, then fulfill the sales. It's not an easy task, but if you can get it right, there is a lot of money which can be earned this way, and all your operating costs can be offset against tax, therefore reducing the amount of money you pay to Uncle Sam and keeping more in your pocket. Eventually, as you grow the business, you can employ people to run the day-to-day aspects of it, and then you can enjoy some form of residual income for doing very little in the business. This takes a lot of hard work and effort, and only the truly motivated and hardworking people can eventually pull this off. If you think you have what it takes, then find a product and start to earn profit income from it. The fourth stream of income the rich have is royalty income. Royalty income is money generated from intellectual property. For example, when you have the commercial rights to a design or a song or any copyrighted material that you license or sell or receive usage payments from. The rights can be licensed to an individual or business in return for royalty income. The great thing about this form of income is that once the work of art or music, for example, is created, you do not need to do anything else with it. That piece of copyrighted material can continue to generate income for generations. Take a song by Ed Sheeran, for example, a songwriter and musician. He earns his income through royalty income. Every time his record is played on the radio, he gets royalty income. Every time one of his songs is used on TV, he gets a royalty check. Every time a business wants to use one of his songs for an advert, he gets paid. This is why successful musicians are rich. They're pulling in royalty checks from literally everywhere, and once the popular song is out there, they don't have to do much in order to receive this income. They just keep getting the checks in the mail. If you are still watching this video, you are one of the few who dedicates the time to become financially free. So, congratulations. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me to bring you more great content. The fifth stream of income the rich have is interest income. I'm sure most people are aware of what interest is. When you receive your American Express or MasterCard bill, it's that bit that is added onto your account for lending you the money to make a purchase. But it's not only the credit card companies who can earn interest income. If you have enough capital to invest, you too can lend your money to other people and institutions to gain interest income. When you deposit your money into a bank, the money does not sit there collecting dust waiting for you to one day come and spend it. When you deposit your money into the banks actually lend your money to other people in the form of loans, credit cards, and mortgages. In return, they pay you interest for using your money. But before you start to see the dollar signs and start shoveling your money into the bank, we all know the banks are greedy, and as such, they only pay you a tiny amount of interest on your money, which they hold for you and lend out. For this reason, it's not advisable to put your money into a standard bank account. There are bank accounts out there which pay a bit more in interest, but not very much. You'd be lucky to get 3% annual interest on any money you put into a standard bank account available to the public. And with inflation nearing 10% in some countries, it doesn't go too far to keep you out of the poorhouse. You could look at other forms of lending for interest income, and this includes lending your money to someone to flip a house or lending money to someone to start a business. This is a high-risk strategy, and as such, you should seek the advice of a financial expert before making any financial decisions. Other ways you can earn interest on money you have is by putting your money in a peer-to-peer lending account. This is again risky, but the interest payments are higher than putting your money in a normal bank account. The sixth stream of income the rich have is capital gains income. Capital gains is received from the sale of an asset which has increased in value and has been sold to realize that gain. Examples of this could be a house that you purchased for $300,000 and sold for $400,000, or a stock which you purchased for $2,000 and sold for $3,000. These are all examples of capital gains. The only way you can realize a capital gain is to actually sell the asset. So you would only get paid from this once, as you would no longer own the asset. For example, if you had bought $5,000 worth of shares in Coca-Cola when the share price was $10 and sold when Coca-Cola hit $60 a share, your capital gains on this sale would be $25,000. But as you can't keep making the gains over and over again, it's a one-time deal and is limited to the number of assets you can acquire that increase in value and then sell. Again, capital gains needs to be part of an overall strategy for wealth creation. The seventh income stream the rich have is rental income. I'm sure you've all heard of this one too. You purchase a house and rent it out. The rent pays the mortgage and you have an appreciating asset when you come to sell the house. If you buy the right house for the right price in the right area, the rent you charge can be more than the mortgage payments. So you will also create a recurring revenue stream while building an asset in your portfolio of investments. You can also buy and rent out apartment blocks and commercial properties, which are often safe for investments as you are not relying on one family paying the rent. You have multiple families in the case of an apartment block and therefore spreading the risk. You are never going to lose all that income at once, as all the families in the apartment block are highly unlikely to all move out at the same time. The same with commercial real estate businesses. It's less likely that the business will relocate. Businesses tend to stay where they are for many years, so apartment blocks and commercial real estate are good bets for rental income. So remember, if you want to be truly wealthy, you need to not limit yourself to purely earned income. Combine all the methods mentioned in this video to create multiple sources of income and get started on your path to financial freedom. Have a look at this next video to keep on building your financial knowledge. Be sure to subscribe, and please share this video with a friend who is interested in the financial markets and wants to learn more about securing their financial future. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.